This is exactly why Toji Fushiguro is probably one of the most powerful people in Jujutsu Kaisen. In a world where there's full of Jujutsu sorcerers, curse techniques, domain expansions, and curse tools, it's kind of crazy that one of the most powerful people in Jujutsu Kaisen was Toji, even though he had no curse energy, no domain expansions, but he did have good control over curse tools. And in today's video, I'm going to be explaining why he was probably one of the most powerful people in Jujutsu Kaisen and what attributed to him being a top player in Jujutsu Kaisen story. So the first attribute as to why Toji Fushiguro is so overpowered is his Heavenly Pact or his Heavenly Restriction. So the Heavenly Pact basically enables him to have zero to little of curse energy. So there's a couple of people in the Jujutsu Kaisen world that have Heavenly Restriction. We don't really get to know who they are, but we do know is that it basically limits the cursed energy to a normal. But Toji Fushiguro is basically a mutant because it limited his curse energy to nothing. He has low curse energy at all. So that's exactly why he was able to ambush Gojo and Geto in the inventory arc. Also, the Heavenly Pact greatly enhances your physical senses because you have to make up for the lack of not being able to sense or see cursed spirits. So just like Maki, Toji cannot see cursed spirits, so he had to make up for that fact with his physical prowess, and his physical prowess was really off the charts. As you can see, he could blitz Gojo, he could blitz Geto, his speed was crazy, his strength was crazy, and then he also had enhanced that he could be able to, his sight was really amazing. He could be able to track them through the forest, and he was able to smell them and sense them and heighten 5 senses. And then I would say the second attribute for him being so OP in Jujutsu Kaisen is that he's a cursed tool expert. Literally all the named curse tools, all the special grade curse tools were in possession of him when he first had them. All the curse tools came from him, and all the curse tools you're seeing in the anime or in the manga are curse tools that came from him. So just to name a few, he had the inverted spear of heaven, which is probably the most OP curse tool, and that's what allowed him to basically stab and just kill Gojo. If you guys didn't know that, he literally killed Gojo with the inverted spear of heaven, and that's what was shown in the anime, where he was basically taking the knife and it was going through like rainbow particles coming off of it. It was because the inverted spear of heaven was nullifying the infinity, the limitless technique. So that's basically the inverted spear of heaven. The inverted spear of heaven is a knife that basically nullifies every and any cursed technique. That was exactly why he was able to put massive damage on Gojo, even though he didn't kill him all the way, because Gojo has reverse technique. And then he also had the Playful Cloud. The Playful Cloud was the 3-section staff that we saw Maki and Megumi using back in the first season of Jujutsu Kaisen. And the Playful Cloud was a weapon that allowed the physical user to use amplify their strength. When it's in the possession of probably one of the most physical characters in Jujutsu Kaisen, you already know how strong that Playful Cloud is going to be used, and you'll see it later on in the manga if you haven't read it. He does use the Playful Cloud, but I'm not going to spoil it for you if you guys haven't seen it yet. It's going to be coming up in the anime soon. The chain was a curse technique, the one he used with his second fight with Gojo, and it basically allows him to basically use that chain to go as far as he wants it. The only setback is that they can't see the end of the chain, so he basically has to, keep on twirling it and mixing it around, because if they see the end of the chain, then it won't keep extending. But it's basically like, if you think about Goku's staff, it's like extends as far as he wants it to. It's just like that. And then he also had his cursed sword. That was the first cursed tool that we saw him using, when he was using the cursed sword to go ahead and kill all the curses, or to attack Gojo in the first spot. That was the first curse tool that we saw him using, and then he used that sword to basically kill Geto's Rainbow Dragon. And then I would say the third attribute for him being OP is that he's just a very strategic and calculating, menacing character. He goes through and strategically setting up the plans for him to be able to go ahead and get Gojo to drop his guard. So literally the whole arc was him planning out, making sure that Gojo was getting tired, and that he had a goal in his head for them to reach the barrier, and then as soon as he would reach the barrier, Toji would go ahead and initiate his attack. And that's exactly what happened, and that's exactly what allowed Toji to go ahead and get the first start off by him stabbing Gojo through the back because Gojo let his guard down, and then he also let his affinity down, and nobody knew that Toji had a heavenly restriction which allowed him to pass through the barriers of Jujutsu High. So yeah, that's the third reason. He's just a very strategic character. He's like a general in the battlefield. He has so many contingency plans, strategies, and techniques to go ahead and eliminate the person he's going after. And then he just has knowledge. He has so much knowledge on the Jujutsu world because he was born in one of the most powerful clans in the Jujutsu Kaisen world, which is the Zenin clan. If you guys want a video on that, I go ahead and leave it in the comment section below if you guys want a video on the Zenin clan, and I do think I would want to cover that in a video. He has so much knowledge on the Limitless, the Six Eyes, and basically every curse technique and curse tool because he was born into the ruling clan of the Zenin clan. The Zenin clan is a powerful clan in the Jujutsu Kaisen world, and he knows so much about curse techniques, spirits, domain expansions, curse tools, all because he was born into that family. Even though he decided to disown them and he basically went on to his own, and that's why he was a Jujutsu sorcerer assassin, because he hated Jujutsu sorcery because of the Zenin clan, because they were a very authoritative family and probably abused him when he was younger. So he didn't really want to go through all that again, so that's why he set out on his career of killing all the Jujutsu sorcerers. The reason why he's such a formidable opponent is because he probably knows every technique that there is in the Jujutsu Kaisen world and how to counteract it, how to use the curse tool, which curse tool can I use to basically go ahead against this one, which curse technique do I need to be careful with. That's exactly why he was probably one of the most formidable opponents, one of the strongest people in Jujutsu Kaisen. And you'll be seeing that in the Shibuya Incident arc, as he did get revived again, so you'll be able to see what he's really capable of. And I'm really excited to see it in the anime. But if you guys have any questions about why he's one of the most OP characters in Jujutsu Kaisen, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to answer them. But if you guys like the video, go ahead and like it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Go.